Hey, welcome to Taurus Wisdom Tarot. I welcome you to our space over here. This is the first time I've gone live on this channel, so if you're catching this on replay and you're vibing, go ahead and subscribe, like the video. But we're gonna get into. Give me just a moment. We're going to get into what you need to know about your money for 2025. Let me plug this in. There we go. All right, so we're going to get into it. We're going to see what you need to know when it comes to money for the year of 2025, the year of 9. We're moving into another masculine year. We just came out of a masculine year. We're moving into another one. And I'm going to tap in and see what you need to know. All right. We're going to get an overall card like an overall energy card. Before I dig into the tarot, I'm going to use an oracle. It's the Ascension Oracle. I'm cleansing all the cards that I have here just in case I'm guided to use them. All right. I'm going to cleanse my hands. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let me get an overall energy spirit for this reading. I'll turn this down a little bit. Hello from Pakistan. Hello. We're going to do an energy reading for when it comes to money for 2025. So right now we're getting an overall card for this. All right. Overall energy. Overall energy for the Taurus Collective when it comes to money for 2025. One card, please. Overall energy when it comes to the year 2025 for money. All right, so nothing's coming out of this deck. Let me move to a different deck. Spirit, I ask that you cover this reading, cover myself as I channel these messages for the Taurus Collective, or for the collective if you just have Taurus somewhere in your chart, or you just feel called to, tap into this reading. Ask for clear and precise messages. All right. What is the overall energy when it comes to money for 2025? What needs to be known? we got something that came out. All right, so we have Sarki, which is stability. So this is automatically coming out as the overall energy for 2025 when it comes to money, stability. All right. Okay, and let's see here. I have a couple of questions that we will ask to get some more clarity and see what all needs to be known. All right. So with stability here, so I'm automatically feeling like either your money is going to be very stable moving into 2025. That could be a goal of yours to have financial stability. You could be maintaining and increasing your financial stability. So I feel like this is a great overall energy when it comes to money for 2025. That's really good energy right there. All right, so the first question that I have here is what is your current relationship with money and how can you improve it? What is the Taurus Collective's current relationship with money and how can they improve it? What is the Taurus Collective's current relationship with money and how can they improve it? So we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. So with the Three of Wands being here in the reverse, you could automatically be, you could have some type of a blinder on, not able to see the expansion of your money. You may not be able to, or you're having a hard time creating stability from many sources, many resources, because the Three of Wands and the upright is expansive, it's foresight, it's huge. Now, with the Three of Wands in the reverse, your relationship could be very limited when it comes to money. Maybe you've only ever made money one way. Maybe you've only ever just, worked for somebody to create your stability, or your stability in money. Maybe you're only able to see just, very limited viewpoints on how you can create stability with your money. And it feels like that has a lot to do with the relationship here between you and your money. How can Taurus improve? How can they improve their current relationship with money? How can Taurus improve the current relationship they have with money? I just need one. But we have the Four of Wands in reverse, we have the Hermit, and we have the Knight of Wands. So I'm hearing self-discovery, take action. You may need to stop being so short-sighted, but you also may need to stop, rest, so that you can see more. Maybe there is too much action going on. There's not enough self-discovery, enough time spent internally to figure out what the next best step could be. But I just want one card, Spirit. Just one. All right. Okay, so we have the Hierophant in the reverse. So the way that you can improve your relationship with money, Taurus, with the Hierophant here in the reverse, is take some unorthodox, move in a more unorthodox way. Take a different type of an approach, an unorthodox approach. Maybe it's time to move away from traditional ways, right? Um, maybe it's time to learn something new. Maybe your thought process, which has curated and created this relationship between you and money, maybe that's too rigid. You may be moving too extreme in unproductive ways and paths. Like you may be doing way too much in one thing and not taking the time to kind of take a step back and see if there's maybe a different way to approach the situation. Like there's a million ways to make $1 million. All right. So the next question we have here: what blockages are preventing Taurus from manifesting abundance? All right, Spirit, what blockages are preventing Taurus from manifesting abundance? I just want one card, please and thank you. What blockages are preventing Taurus from manifesting abundance? One card. All right, so we got the Page of Pentacles. There could be a lack of responsibility. Maybe you're not taking full responsibility for something that you should. Say, for example, say you have a business and you're really not good at something. And so you've kind of given that job or that task over to someone else because you're not that great at it. It's not that you have to become perfect at it, but there may be something there that maybe you need to learn a little bit more about it. Doesn't mean you need to get rid of whomever you got, working that project or working that part of your business for you. But it's like you need to take more responsibility for something. With the Page of Pentacles here, you need to take more responsibility for something. You also could need to you need to make more realistic goals, right? Not that you can't have the most, right? Not that abundance is everywhere, but sometimes before you reach the peak, there's a buildup to it, right? There's an adjustment that has to happen within yourself, within your cellular system, within your energetic field, within your environment. That sort of thing takes time. So be realistic. If you are shooting for $1 million business in 2025, then you need to have some smaller goals that get you to that if you've never hit $1 million before. If you're already $1 million business, then maybe, and you're trying to hit, you know, double digits, right? You're trying to hit 10,000 or $10 million, right? So now your goals are smaller, but you're not automatically trying to hit $10 million in the first quarter. There's a buildup. Now, if $10 million shows up in the first quarter, perfectly fine, ashe. But be realistic in your goal setting. Do and make goals that are reasonable and actionable. What else does Taurus need to know about blockages preventing them from manifesting abundance? You got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. What I'm hearing here is like this energy of like flattery, but there's also like this scamming kind of falsified information too. With the Knight of Pentacles or the Knight of Cups in the reverse, I'm hearing that abundance is not something that has to be flossed, that doesn't have to be put on display. Abundance can just be something that you feel. Abundance is an energetic, right? It's an energy. Abundance is everywhere. You look out, there abundance is, you got air everywhere. You can't see it, but it's available. You may look at a tree when it's blooming. There's an abundance of leaves on that tree. Like abundance is everywhere. Abundance is a feeling. So I'm hearing that one, you don't need to floss to show you have abundance. Matter of fact, the less you show, the less you do, the more supported you are. And the less energy from others do you have mixed up in your stuff. So that's another blockage that could be preventing Taurus from manifesting abundance. This need to be flossy. You know, Taurus energy is they can be very much into the earthly things and material and luxury and things of that nature. And I'm not saying you have to, if that's a part of you and what you like to have and what you like to experience, I'm not saying you got to get rid of that. What I'm saying is that don't do it to showboat. You know what I'm saying? And be mindful and be realistic when you are indulging in the luxury things, right? The luxurious things. You know, be mindful of what you're spending, how you're spending. You may need to cross check and run it back to yourself and figure out, what does abundance feel like to you before you start attempting to intentionally manifest abundance. What does that feel like to you? And it doesn't have to look like anything that anybody else has. You just need to understand what it feels like to you. All right. So the third question is, how can I align my actions with the flow of financial prosperity? How can Taurus align their actions with the flow of financial prosperity? All right, so you got the Ace of Cups here. Ooh, and you got Justice at the bottom of the deck. So there could be this need to start balancing your emotions, right? We have to understand that our emotions are like fuel to anything that we want to manifest. So when you're manifesting, you have to be able to direct your energy to where you want it to go. And that means your thoughts, that means your actions, and that means your emotions, your feelings. So with the Ace of Cups showing up here, this has to do with love. This has to do with the heart. This has to do with friendships and relationships and happiness. So there could be a misalignment within your emotional space. Maybe you make decisions strictly and solely off of your emotions. That could be in the way, could be a blockage in the flow of your financial prosperity. How else can Taurus align their actions with the flow of financial prosperity? Ooh, you got the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Stop going back and forth with all these different ideas that you have. Find something that you're passionate about and move forward with that, right? You say you got 5 ideas in your mind, and you're to be productive 100% in 5 different projects, you're not going to be able to put 100% in each one. You're going to have to choose, you're going to have to pick one, narrow it down, find out what your priority is. So aligning your actions with the flow of financial prosperity means stop going back with all these ideas. Go ahead and take action on something. You got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Wands in the upright. Go ahead and take action on one thing at a time. Okay, that's at the bottom of the deck. Anything else that Taurus needs to know when it comes to aligning their actions with the flow of financial prosperity? You got the Queen of Wands, which means be confident. Queen of Wands. This means to be confident, right? Move with, so with it, we're moving into where we're in a masculine year. We've since 2003, we've been in masculine years. So now we're in the year of 9. This is 2025. So we're in another masculine year. 2026 will be a feminine year. What with the Queen of Wands showing up here, I'm hearing you need to make sure that you're balanced within yourself with your masculine and your feminine energy. And with her being here, this is about leadership. This is about dominance. This is about confidence, but from the feminine, right? So that's going to look different than how the masculine would move when it comes to dominance and leadership and confidence, right? So finding out how to keep yourself in alignment, your energetics in alignment within yourself, that's what's going to help you flow, create the flow of financial prosperity. Going balls to the wall and moving with the same energy all the time and not understanding that there is a flow, there is a give and a take, there's an in and an out, there's an up and a down, and there's an all around that happens with energy. And the thing with energy, it's always just trying to equalize itself. You know, it's always trying to find equilibrium. That means that you can't approach every situation with the same energy. So in order to find the alignment and to get in alignment with your actions to step into that flow of financial prosperity, you're going to have to find the flow within yourself when it comes to the energy within you, the energetics within you. All right, so the next question is, what guidance does Spirit have for attracting wealth and financial opportunities in the new year? What guidance does Spirit have for attracting wealth and financial opportunities in the new year? What guidance does Spirit have for Taurus when attracting health and financial opportunities in the new year? What guidance do you have, Spirit, for Taurus for attracting wealth and financial opportunities in 2025? What guidance do you have, Spirit, for Taurus when it comes to attracting wealth and financial opportunities in 2025? We got the Page of Cups here. The bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. So I'm hearing, go to the events, go to the things. Like if you get an invitation and it's in alignment with you, go network, go meet people. We're moving into a year of cause and effect. You've gotta do some things to make some things happen. Page of Cups here. Go to the events. There's lots of important messages and information and opportunities when you put yourself in different situations. There's different people to meet. There is an exchange that can happen, right? And with the Page of Cups here, there's going to be an emotional exchange that can happen. So what I'm hearing here is that the divine is saying that you emotionally affect people, Taurus. And that can be to your benefit, right? Don't let it be to your detriment, because you also had the Ace of Cups as an energy that you need to align keep your emotional self in check and in alignment to access the flow of financial prosperity. Now, with the Page of Cups showing up here, this is saying, you emotionally affect people. You have things to offer people. If you're trying to start a business, or if you have a business, or what you have to offer emotionally, it can emotionally arouse people. So put yourself in the places, connect with the people that do what you do, connect with the people that are where you want to be. There's many blessings there, a lot of harmony with the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, solid business partnerships. What else, Spirit, do you have for the Taurus Collective when it comes to attracting wealth and financial opportunities in the new year? Spirit, what do you have for the Taurus Collective? What guidance when it comes to attracting wealth and financial opportunities in 2025? You got the Page of Swords. Yeah, this is fresh, young energy. We got two page here. Page of Cups, Page of Swords. Have that strong will, have that drive, have that desire to learn, have that desire to be brand new at something, right? Even if you're an expert in your field, always have a desire to learn something new. You stop growing when you stop learning. You have to constantly expand. And so the Page of Swords is here to tell you that there's a lot of information and deep insight in these different events that that Spirit is guiding you to take place in, or to take part in. There's a lot there for you. There's going to be things there that you didn't even know that you needed, whether that's meeting people, making connections, getting information. So step into that, and step into that with confidence, especially with the Queen of Wands here. Step into those places with confidence. Like, how bad do you want this life that you say that you want? How bad do you want the money? If you have a goal for your money for 2025, how bad do you want to reach that goal? It's all going to be up to you. So Page of Cups and Page of Swords are here as far as what Spirit and the guidance that Spirit has for you for attracting the wealth and the financial opportunities in this new year. All right, so we got one more question when it comes to money for 2025 and what you need to know, Taurus. All right, so the last question that I have here is, how can I build a mindset of abundance and remove limiting beliefs about money? How can Taurus build a mindset of abundance and remove limiting beliefs about money? You got the Judgment here. Let me get one more card for Judgment. How can Taurus build a mindset of abundance and remove limiting beliefs about money? Clarify, Judgment, Spirit. The Ten of Wands. So stop taking on burdens that aren't yours is the first thing that I'm hearing. And stop judging other people. Okay? Know your audience. Know who you're targeting, right? Know what you have to offer. Know what your goal is. Tango, no. Tango, uh-uh. No, sir. Sorry, my dog. No, Tango, come here. No, leave that alone. Know what you have to offer. Know who your target is. Know who your target audience is. Know what your goal is. If you don't have your goal yet, that's the first thing, right? If you're in this reading or you're on this reading or you come back to the replay, you got to have a goal. You got to know where you're going. If not, you'll just be out here floating all over the place. And not that your goal has to create this strict structure and put you in this tight box. No. It's just you got to have something to put in the horizon. What are you looking for? What are you looking towards? Okay? So with the judgment here is stop judging yourself. Maybe some of you all want to start some type of business or you want to be a part of something and you're judging yourself and you're just kind of like, I don't know how I'm going to share this with the people that are closest to me. Don't worry about that. Maybe you don't share it with them off rip. You start connecting with those that are looking for you and looking for what you have to offer. It feels like there's a need for a huge rebirth and shift that needs to happen here. With Judgment and the Ten of Wands together, there's a change there's a change that needs to happen and a weight that needs to be left behind and needs to be dropped. Now, some of the weight that could be is you are afraid that others are going to judge you. Maybe you've already experienced that others are judging you or have judged you. With the Queen of Wands showing up earlier in this reading, you're going to have tougher skin than that because you ain't going to be everybody's cup of tea. So whatever your goal is, whatever your desire is, whatever your passion is, that's got to be your conviction. That has to be your personal conviction. Everybody is not going to vibe with you. Like somebody hopped on this live and said something about, listen, people, Jesus loves you. He's all you need. And I have respect for that. I grew up in the church, but that doesn't keep me from tapping into what it is that's for me and what feels good to me and how I know I can give back to the collective. Going to church every day or going to church, twice a week or once a week, whatever, reading the Bible, doing all that, that's not for everybody. That's not going to be everyone's pathway to remembering who they are and how powerful they are as a divine being. So don't worry about the judgment. Whatever your goal is when it comes to wanting to make your money, have your money, get clear on your goal, lay the burdens down, and don't worry about what people say about it. And damn sure don't judge yourself. And when you do have judgment within you, make sure it's from your higher self. It's the discernment. It's the power of the divine that's flowing through you. Not those little voices in the back of your head that say, you're not going to be successful. You're not going to make this money. That was a bad investment. These people they're untrustworthy. Tap in because you have the ability to be an open channel to the Almighty, to the divine, to the universe, to God, whatever that is for you. So don't sleep on yourself here. Do not sleep on yourself here. I feel like this energy right here, this is the limiting belief 100%. The weight and the judgment. And there's also this that's coming through. Some of you all are trying to take people through a door that's only supposed to allow you through. There are infinite doors. And some of you all are trying to drag people and carry people along that don't want to go. It's not their path. It's not for them. But for some reason, you have this false belief that you need these people to come with you, and you don't. All you need is yourself in the divine. And from there, you're going to get everything else that you need to get to where it is that you want to go. All right, Taurus. I'm going to run through the deck one more time, see if anything else comes out. That was the last question. How can Taurus build a mindset of abundance and remove limiting beliefs? But I'm gonna shuffle the deck one more time, see if anything else wants to come out, and then we're gonna close out this reading. Did you have anything else, Spirit, that you want the Taurus Collective to know when it comes to money in 2025? Okay, we got one card that came out, and that, listen, y'all, the King of Wands. We got a pair here. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So the first thing I'm hearing here is some of you all may be single, and this is not a love reading, but I'm feeling the love right now. Some of you all may be single, and whatever it is that you are aspiring to have when it comes to money, whatever steps you need to take, whatever direction you need to go, you're going to meet your person along the way. That's the first thing that I'm hearing. That's for, those that resonates with. Now, the other part of this is, if you recall, if you were here at the beginning, the third question I had was, how can I align my actions with the flow of financial prosperity? And the Ace of Cups came out. And that was, hey, you've got to align your emotional space, your internal, your emotional self. You can't be out here making a whole bunch of emotional decisions, okay? We have a divine responsibility to keep ourselves balanced and make sure we have the resources and the community and the people around us to help us do that. We can't always do that by ourselves, right? So the divine will guide you in how to create that for yourself if you don't quite have that for yourself yet. But with this pair coming out, the King and the Queen of Wands, this goes back to balancing your feminine and your masculine energy. The divine just wanted to go ahead, like, that is huge here. Understanding that there is a balancing act that needs to happen between you and within you. We all have masculine, we all have feminine, we all have androgynous energy within us. And it is our responsibility, and it's a gift foremost. It is a gift to be able to balance that out and to have the ability to do that. So if you want to tap into your money, we're moving into a masculine year, but that don't mean you got to be all masculine. You still need to be able to tap into your feminine energy. And you need to, some of y'all may not know what androgynous is, but look that up. That's going to be the catalyst to help you balance between the two. Learn about androgynous energy so that you can understand how you need to balance these gender energetics that are within you, because this is going to be huge in manifesting the kind of money that you want in your life, having that pair come out. All right, Taurus. Well, that is what I've got for you. That's the money part. So tomorrow's, what is tomorrow? Thursday. So tomorrow or Friday, I'll be back on another live to do love for 2025, and we'll tap in to see what you need to know about that as well. So if you hopped on this live, go ahead and like this video. If you're doing the replay and this resonated with you, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're vibing with my energy and how I, put out the messages, one thing about me is I'm gonna keep it real on the channel. I'm not gonna just tell you a whole bunch of stuff that you want to know. I'm gonna tell you what you need to know and what is being channeled through me from through the divine. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well if you are down with real talk. Okay. So I send you peace. I send you light. I send you love. And until next time, bye.